Hello, it's Mr. Stewart with another story. Today's selection is Carl and the Meaning of Life. Carl is an earthworm. And we have some other characters here. We have a fox, a mouse, a rabbit, and some birds. It's Carl and the Meaning of Life by Deborah Freedman. Carl was not a bird. Carl was not a bear or a beaver. Carl was ... an earthworm. He lived underground, moving, always moving, burrowing, tunneling, digesting dead leaves, feasting and casting, turning hard dirt into fluffy soil day after day, until one day a field mouse who was gathering some seeds asked, "Why? Why do you do that?" Why? Carl didn't know why, but now he felt like he needed to find out. So Carl stopped making fluffy soil. "I'll be right back," he told the field mouse. He spotted a rabbit. Maybe she knew. "Hey, why do I do what I do?" he asked her. "Oh, goodness, dear, I don't know," she said. "I do what I do for my babies." But Carl didn't have babies. A fox appeared. Carl turned to the fox. "Why do I do what I do? And who do I do it for?" "For whom?" replied the fox. "Alas, my meal awaits. I am here for the hunt." But Carl didn't want to hunt. "Hey, why are you talking to a fox?" asked a squirrel. Carl was startled. Because the field mouse is waiting and he wants to know what I'm here for." The squirrel declared, "Well, I'm here to plant trees because trees is where I like to sleep." Carl could not sleep, not high in a tree, and not without an answer for the mouse. So he pushed on and on. Hours turned into days until the soil was no longer fluffy. "What?" he asked. "Who?" he asked. And the ground around Carl, well, it started to turn barren and dry while he continued to search. Why? But now the birds had all flown off to find grasses and fluff. The bear trundled away to look for berries. Yes, he trundled away. And soon there was nobody left to talk to. "What about me?" called Carl. But the clouds were silent, and so was the air. "I'll never find out," he sniffled. Then Carl heard his sniffle echo, followed by a squeak. A voice said, "Hey, I can't find any grubs." It was the saddest ground that the beetle had ever seen. Carl peeked under a stone. No grubs. Grubs are little wormy guys. Then he poked at the dirt. It was hard like a rock. Where was all of his fluffy soil, he wondered. And suddenly Carl knew what he needed to do. "I'll be back," he promised. And then for hours that turned into days, weeks that turned into months, Carl munched and digested and left castings and tunneled and turned that hard dirt back into rich soil. Mouse was like, "Hey, thanks. You made my seeds grow." Clover blossomed once again, and the rabbit came back with her kits. Yes, baby foxes are kits. The squirrel returned to plant some new trees. The fox was lured by the hunt, and all of them were able to do what they do. How, you might ask? Well, why not ask Carl? And here's some author's notes at the end. It says, have you ever watched squirrels running around or beetles skittering by and wondered, what are they doing? Why do they do that? Well, just like Carl, every creature in this book has an important job. The mouse, rabbit, squirrel, fox, and ground beetle all need each other, and our world needs them. Everything is connected, including you. How do you help the earth? Discuss. And here's a great quote. It says, it may be doubted whether there are many other animals which have played so important a part in the history of the world as have these lowly, organized creatures. And that would be Charles Darwin talking about the lowly worm. I don't know, a lot going on there. Feel free to discuss that with somebody there at home. So this has been Carl and the Meaning of Life by Deborah Freedman, brought to you by Read 20 and the Readmobile. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I hope you'll come back for more stories because we keep adding them on. Please check out our YouTube channel, Read 20 Chattanooga, and of course our Facebook page under Read 20. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you again soon.